All right, check this out. This shocked me. Maybe some of you do more deep dives than I do, but this shocked me. So you know where the Giants rank in runs in the majors.
Probably last or second to last.
They're 30th.
Well, they had the 10 runs. I didn't know if that vaulted them ahead of somebody.
Yeah, still 30th.
Okay.
Do you know where they rank in home runs?
Probably last or bottom 3 for sure.
No, well, a visit to Sacramento. They're actually bottom 4. They're now 27th.
Okay, on the move.
27th in home runs. Where do you think they rank in hits? Remember now, the Giants can't hit. They can't hit.
Oh, they're probably top 10 in hits?
Now, why do you think that?
All rise.
One guy. One man.
He's 4th in the National League in batting average, and he plays every day.
Yeah.
And that ball got Schmidt on. He gets a lot of hits. And I do think that your various Jung Ho Lees, he gets hits that you can't get the sack out. And the more you think about it,
He's only got like 40 at-bats all year, though.
And he's got 29 hits. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
This team, and even like watching over the weekend, you know, it's first and second, base hit. Now they're loaded. Like, how about we send somebody Borgi? How about we score from second on a base hit? They do a lot of hitting, and it's station to station, and not a lot of like, you know, big innings.
I do want to give Hector Borgi just a little, hey, how you doing? Because he sent Jung Ho Lee on the inside the park home run against the Dodgers. Inside the park home run in the most cookie-cutter ballpark in America. Not easy to do.
It's not.
Borgi sent him. He was safe.
But he was watching Teoscar Hernandez take the worst angle toward a ball and then kind of like pause and realize,
pause.
I guess I have to chase that. It's fair. And then it's bounding now off the sidewall in the corner, off the outfield wall, and Teoscar is just kind of cruising back there.
Thank you, TJ. It is on the table as a possible Friday What's Bugging You. The fact that in Major League Baseball, you can't have an error if you don't touch the ball. I think that's so stupid. Like, that's such an error. That's an error. Like, you telling me you can't do an error because you just mentally totally screwed up sideways? That's the definition of an error. It's not like I'm trying to take any cool stat away from Jung Ho Lee. I just think that's a weird deal.
Yeah.
Like,
yesterday, too, in Sacramento, like, Adames goes back on that ball in shortstop, and he looks up, and he can't see it. And it's like, oh, my God, I can't see it. And Chappie runs over late, and somehow Arise is there, and, like, that ball just hits the ground. Well, that's a double.
Yeah, I mean, there's different levels of it. If you can't see it, I do have a little bit
Here's an idea. Wear some sunglasses, Willie.
I know, but you lose it sometimes. Hell, the home run that Arise hit, the guy never even saw it. I mean, good thing it went over the fence, so that would have been off the wall and an extra base hit and all the things. Anyway, very perceptive thing by you.
Are they 10th in hits or?
No, keep going.
8th?
Keep going.
7th?
They're 7th in hits.
Wow.
Not in the National League, in the major leagues. Our team, the one that can't hit. They're 7th in hits. What do you think they are in batting average?
Well, I mean, by proxy, they probably would be like 8th.
10th.
Yep.
Triples, 4th. Doubles, 4th. What the hell's going on here? How are you 7th in hits, 4th in doubles, 4th in triples, 10th in batting average, and you don't score? Now you can.
Well, you don't walk.
So you don't hit homers, and I get that, but let's not act like that's totally out of pocket or weird because you play at Oracle Park, which is one of the hardest places to hit a home run. It's no surprise that they're starting to move up the home run board when they take a road trip to Los Angeles, Sacramento, and now they're going to get Arizona. They haven't been to Colorado yet. All of these things are going to happen, and you're going to see them move up the board, but they're probably a middle-of-the-pack home run team, and even their power guys haven't been great power guys this year, except for Casey at the bat. Okay? So there's the home run thing, but you just said it. Do you know that the Giants, what do you think they rank in walks?
Oh, they're last.
They are not just last.
They're lasty last?
They can't even see 29th. They are so 30th.
You're so 30th.
They have drawn 100 walks this year. 29th is 133.
Wow.
33 walks. The Giants could go up there tonight, and the Diamondbacks could walk 32 straight hitters.
That would be a record.
And they'd still be dead last in the majors.
They wouldn't be last in runs anymore.
Nope.
That's a 28-run inning right there.
Those numbers, to me, tell an unbelievable story. The Giants are 20-27, and you would easily flip that record if you would just watch more balls. That's it. If you would just stop going out of the zone, stop being overly aggressive, or whatever it may be. Sometimes it's watching. Willy Adames loves to watch strike three right on the paint and then review it. And it's, no, it's on the paint, Willie. Like, he loves to do that. So that's the entire key to this entire puzzle. We can do the whole Adames's average is up above 230. Like, he's heading darn near his normal career average right now. Like, he's hitting the ball. Rafael Devers is hitting the ball. We'll see if Matt Chapman can figure this out. Jung Ho Lee has been kind of whatever. Elliott's been pretty good of late. He's hurt. Casey's been great. Get him in there. Let's see if some of Bryce's line drives will start going through holes. You don't have to worry about Patrick Bailey anymore. Is your pitching staff perfect? Not at all. Is it good enough? Absolutely. This is the whole deal. That's it. That, to me, those numbers are so startling. That's everything. You want to win more baseball games and score more runs, the Giants have got to get a better command of the strike zone. Period. I'm not worried about anything else. Rest of it takes care of itself, in my opinion.
Well, it does, because if you look at the numbers of, the Giants with runners in scoring position, they are last in runs batted in with runners in scoring position because they don't have that many at-bats in those situations, because you don't get a lot of walks, and therefore, you don't have a ton of chances with runners in scoring position relative to what you should have being a good hitting team. You get a lot of hits, you don't hit a lot of homers, and you don't score runs, because when you get there with runners in scoring position, you kind of have to get a hit because you don't ever walk. And so that makes it so you're really relying on clutch hitting, not a big home run, a 3-run homer, because you don't really do that very often.
But you're fourth in doubles and fourth in triples.
Right.
Those are damage hits. But they don't mean anything if no one's on base. Why is no one on base? Because no one walks.
Yep. They're 26th in OPS with runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
Ahead of, mostly really bad teams, including the Los Angeles Angels, who might be the worst team.
That's the worst team in baseball.
Right.
That's the worst.
And so, you're 26th, and you're behind virtually everybody who you go up against, including tonight's opponent.
See, like even our texter, just 916, thanks for texting in. Giants, a lot of people are bringing up what you are, runners in scoring position. They get hits at the wrong time. Now, see, I'd argue it's a little bit different than that. It's not that they're getting hits at the wrong time. If you're fourth in doubles, fourth in triples, it's just think about what a major league pitcher is doing. By definition, they're going to nibble more when they've got room on the base paths. They're going to nibble more. But the Giants won't take a walk. But then when they do get somebody on base, those pitchers are going to start. They're going to stop nibbling, and therefore now you're whittling down the entire process to fewer at bats. And so the doubles are happening, the triples are happening, but those pitchers they're going to tighten it up once runners are on base, and the Giants don't take advantage of that. But that's all they need to do. They need to generate more of these.
Right.
Like, it is the number. When you look at all this, it's the one that flies off the screen. Like I said, are they down in home runs? Yes, but they're actually moving up the board. They used to be 30th, now they're 27th.
Woo!
Well, but
yes,
they go to some hitters' parks,
and you still have Colorado coming up.
Yeah, Colorado, Arizona. Like they'll hit some home runs. They hit some home runs this weekend. Thank you, Wind. But they are so far down in walks. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because I spend too much time at Little League games. It decides these things. Who's got the 12-year-old that's throwing strikes? We do. Then you win. That's it. That's how it all works. Who's throwing strikes? Apparently, whoever's facing the Giants. And that's not an accident. That doesn't mean all the pitchers against them are throwing strikes. It means the Giants don't have a command of the zone as good as other teams. And to finally give 1 point, because we haven't done it all year, but 1 point to Grandy on his preseason Arise take, as wonderful as Arise is, this is one of the things that the Arise detractors constantly pointed out. He can hit any pitch, and he will, and he'll get a lot of base hits. He won't walk. He will not walk. He's got a tremendous command of bat to ball, but he also goes out of the zone sometimes, searching for that base hit, and that's fine. He's not the problem, but who do they have that's drawing walks? I don't know. This goes back to Devers, really, because Devers is supposed to be the guy that you don't want to throw the ball into the zone in against. But right now, when you throw a fastball down the middle,
right,
swings and misses,
especially when it's up,
he's starting to change. He's starting to get better, and hopefully that will lead to more. But that is their issue numero uno, and I think they become a team who wins more games than they lose if they were ever able to switch this in the other direction.
Yeah, and it's hard because you mentioned Arise, and this year he's walked 13 times. 2 of them intentional, so 11 actually coaxed walks, and he's only struck out 7 times. So he's up there, and he realizes that any pitch you throw, inside, outside, high, low, in the zone, whatever, I can hit it, and he's hitting 328. So at the same time, you want him to, maybe work the count a little bit and don't go outside the zone. Every 3 at-bats, he gets a hit, and he's number 4 in the National League in batting average. So it's hard to look at him and say, yeah, you need to coax more walks. It's the other guys like Chapman and it's Adames and, Devers to an extent. You're the guys who need to be a little bit more selective because you don't hit every pitch.
I mean, as much as we're all loving what Casey Schmidt is doing and we're talking about, he's the guy that we were like, man, you got to stop swinging at everything, right? And he still moonlights with it sometimes. He's gotten a lot better. He's walked 6 times all year.
6 times?
6.
Wow.
Willy Adames, 7. You play every single day. 188 at-bats for Willy Adames over 46 games. 7 times you've walked. That's it. That's it. That has to change. That's it. I mean, it has to change.
100 walks in 47 games as a team, and the leader in Major League Baseball is the Cubs with 221, and the Yankees 216, and the teams that
win.
Right, the teams that win.
The teams that win.
Because pitchers are going to give you a free 90. There's probably the average of 4 walks a game issued by a pitching staff, 4 or 5. And if you're a team that's only getting 2, that's 2 free bases that they're probably trying to give you, but you won't let them give it to you.
Patrick Bailey has walked for the Giants this year more times than Casey Schmidt.
Wow.
Patrick Bailey this year has walked the same number of times as Willy Adames. Patrick Bailey in less than half the at-bats. And I get that because Patrick's like, bad things happen when I swing. So I just, you know what I mean? Like Patrick Bailey classically would bat the same way the 10th hitter in the Little League game does. He kind of up there hoping for a walk. Might as well. It's not like you're going to hit the thing very hard. So, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, he got a hit for the Guardians.
Oh, did he finally get one?
Yep.
Oh, good.
1 for 11.
Hey. That's right in line with what he was doing here.
OPS for the Giants, 396. OPS for the Guardians, 348.
It went down.
Right. Well, his only hit's a double, so that kind of helps. But
yeah, there you go. He does have I bet it was a walk-off. He does have a flair.
Yeah, a lot of flair.
So dramatic. Anyway, I just diving into these numbers, that one just flies out at you. So I think I don't know how you coach that up because right now the scouting report, these things, it's sort of like a 2-step program. You start hitting more balls in the zone, the pitchers will start nibbling a little bit more, you're going to get more walks. But to me, that's the whole key to that's the lock that needs to be unlocked. Giants can become a solid-ish baseball team if they would just get command of the strike zone as hitters.
Yeah.
I like literally focused on nothing else now.
Their batting average with runners in scoring position is dead middle. Their OPS in those same spots, they're second to last. So even if you get more at bats and you just get singles, you're going to have your production go up.